Chances are, if you didn't see this film as a kid, then you probably wouldn't have had interest in seeing it as an adult. But to be perfectly honest, The Brave Little Toaster is actually a really good movie despite all outward appearances. The story is about 5 household appliances. Toaster, the optimistic leader of the group, Blanky, the vulnerable, childlike one, Lampy, the more curious one with a wide imagination, Radio, the talkative, energetic storyteller, and Kirby, the pessimistic, cynical vacuum. Yes, those are really their names, and yeah, I try to think it's cute. So the 5 of them have lived in a cottage for countless years in the forest, waiting until the master will return, growing more and more crestfallen as each car passes by. They quickly have to face the truth when the cottage is put up for sale and they realize that their master will never return. Unwilling to give up hope, Toaster announces that they're going out into the city to find their master no matter what it takes. The others soon agree and they attach a battery to an office chair for Kirby to use as he pulls the gang along through their adventure. From there, it's pretty much a road trip movie where they come across one strange location and then just move on to the next. And some of the weird places they visit include a part shop where appliances are dismantled to be sold, the master's new apartment where his higher-tech appliances compete for his affections, and a junkyard controlled by a living magnet that drops cars onto a belt to be crushed into small cubes. It's a very interesting road trip movie, mind you, since the locations are really well designed and give a really good idea of the point of view of the objects there. As Toy Story would later give a good idea of the personification of toys, the Brave Little Toaster does just that with the appliances, and each one even has a memorable song to sing, and since it's Disney, you can expect good songwriting. Yes, I am aware that the movie was based off a novel by Thomas Disch, and to be honest, I haven't read it, but I do know that there are some minor changes from the original story, especially in the end. And when you watch this movie, you'll easily notice that it's one of those films that has replay value as you get older, as there are simply some missable plot themes, as well as some enjoyable happy moments, sad moments, and even some generally scary moments here and there. And dare I say, there are even some more adult moments here too. For example, there's a scene where a living flower sees Toaster and thinks that its reflection in him is another flower. But Toaster quickly abandons the flower, and then it just dies of heartbreak. Man. Luckily that does sort of play out in a later scene, and I know that it tries to follow the book, but I'm not entirely sure if it followed the scene quite exactly. While the film does have a lot of dark and depressing elements, it never seems to dwell on them for too long, so there is a good balance of emotion and allows you to appreciate the darker things when they do happen. But the only thing I really have to be critical about is that all the appliances can move about unplugged, but when they leave the house for the first time, Kirby needs to be plugged into a battery, but even after they lose the battery and chair, Kirby can still move around freely as if he never needed it. Overall, I would strongly recommend this film for young families, as it has so much memorability and fun characters to enjoy. If you're looking for a light-hearted, whimsical adventure film for really little kids, you won't find that here, but if you want something different that has a good story, well-constructed dialogue, but a serious dark tone, then check it out. It won't be a trip you'll forget.
Satisfied, just to be, not denied, to reside with some pride, what a ride to the city of life.